Well, we're in the virtuous stage of the business cycle where the earlier kind of sales and production that businesses have been seeing for a couple of quarters is now forcing them to stop firing people and actually add jobs. And as they do this nationally, people's incomes stabilize and start to move up, and households then turn around and start buying more stuff. It's the virtuous cycle. It feeds on itself. So for this year, for 2010, it's a very resilient recovery. There's no double dip out there. Employers are much more amenable to hiring someone or even, God forbid, giving them a raise. And this is the time for workers, I think, to really strike while the iron is hot. If you put in some effort now in terms of your job search or your existing job, your career path, it'll really pay off. Look, when you come out of a recession, you usually do so with like a sprint. You accelerate, you burst right out. And we're in that sweet spot right now in terms of the jobs market. But you can't accelerate forever. It's like when you take off in a plane, you don't accelerate all the way to the destination. At some point, you throttle back. That'll start to happen later on this year, towards the second half of this year. So you want to get in during the acceleration phase. It'll be a little easier. The key advice for job seekers now is to focus on the parts of the economy that are hiring. So this would be in the service sector, in healthcare, in finance and accounting, in IT, in all kinds of education. I would stay away from things like construction and manufacturing. Even though recent numbers show stabilization there, you're not going to get the big leaps forward in jobs growth.